Yeah, you're not understanding that though. For someone who doesn't have a lot of money, Train is gambling what 50K a fucking spin. You're not going to do that. Obviously, you don't have that kind of money, but you're seeing his wins. You're not really recognizing the losses. The wins are significantly more important to you. Actually, no, it's not even true. Hold on. There is evidence on this. Hold on. This is again. I'm remembering information right now. Let me describe something to you. Gambling addiction is not about wins or losses. It's about reaction, and it's about the weight. You get the dopamine not when you win. You don't get the dopamine when you lose. You get the dopamine when you're in that brief moment when you're waiting to see if you won or you lost. Did you guys know this? It's actually the chase. It has nothing to do with the wins or the losses, which is why it's such a damaging and crippling type of addiction. Many people think, oh, no, I'm gambling because I love the fucking wins and I'm gambling because I want to make money. No, you're gambling because the anticipation of whether you lost the money or you won more money is what keeps you coming for more. That's why gambling addicts like Michael Jordan, for example, will gamble on like insane shit. You know what I mean? If you've ever had like a gambling addict in your life, if you know anything about gambling addicts, like they will gamble on anything. It's not about like making money for them. It's about literally trying to create that same anticipation over and over again in your life in every capacity. Yeah. By the way, that's 100% a fact. This is like people have what do you call it? Like people have been studied. This has been studied endlessly. Like what people to gamble and what people are trying to get out of gambling. And you see their fucking brain activity spike in moments where they're anticipating more than when they win or when they lose. So, it's a really, really damaging aspect. Addiction is about how you feel and less about what you're doing and its consequences. Yeah. And for the record, that's why I was saying, like, yeah, Train is dropping 50 racks, but you're dropping the 50 racks equivalent for your own personal life. Do you understand? You're dropping 50 racks in your own personal life, whatever the equivalent of 50 racks is. For you, it might be $300 that you don't have. You know what I mean?
It's an insane problem and destroys literally youth, growth, childhoods. And it's a big problem. But yet, one is okay and one is another. No. I think they're both bad, and I still do both.
I think they are both bad. One is more normalized, and the other is just like, holy shit, why are we making something that's bad even more normalized? I think they're both shitty. But I'm very surprised that, like, you're so willing to exclaim why it's so bad, but you'll still do it just fine. Like, why?
Okay.
That's kind of surprising to me.
I understand.
Like, if anything, you sound passionate. Like, alcohol ruins families. So does gambling.
Gambling is worse for addictive behavior than alcohol is in some ways. At least it's the most suicidal of addictions. That's a fact as well. For the record. But I think part of it is because, like, the accessibility of alcohol and how many people can actually socially drink without, like, becoming an alcoholic creates this, like, weird headspace where you legitimately think, like, well, alcohol has a larger impact on society. Yes, that's true. But the people that do actually end up getting addicted to gambling, people that end up getting addicted to gambling, it's, like, really, really difficult to get out of it. And also, like the way that they get addicted is somehow alcohol destroys your body. Why compare them? They're both bad. I mean, I agree. I do agree. I think alcohol addiction is horrible too. Do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm saying that both are bad, but one can have worse consequences.
Okay, yeah, but Pluto says they're not mutually exclusive. Yeah, I get it. The point is that I enjoy doing it.
I think your subjective experience doing it is
because it's fun. It's fun, and I can afford it. I can afford doing it.
Just because it's fun doesn't mean it's okay. Would you have as much fun gambling if you were doing it off stream than on stream?
Yeah, I gamble every day. I lost 2 million this month.
Really?
I lost 1.85 million this month.
Guys, don't gamble. Okay. I think you can do something and say it's bad. Like, I think you should say that you're against it because you say that it's bad.
Gambling addiction in the brain. Gambling, whether it be lottery, scratch cards, casino, bingo, slot machines, internet poker, or sports betting, is more acceptable and accessible than ever before. For most people, it's a recreational activity, but for a significant minority, it progresses to a serious problem. And that minority basically fucking runs that entire industry. And the marketing that revolves around gambling almost entirely revolves around trying to find that significant minority and trying to create a group of individuals that are more susceptible to being in that significant minority to literally fucking basically keep the whole thing afloat. Clearly, you have nothing worthwhile to do with so much money. No disrespect. Okay. Bro, if you lost that kind of money gambling, the internet would explode. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not. I have like crazy haters. Excuse does not. You know, that's different. I mean, he also literally wore a Dolce & Gabbana fucking shirt to the casino stream. And you don't see motherfuckers canceling him over how much money he spent on that. He has a McLaren that he can't drive. He can do things that I can't. It's just how it is. We know this already. You just have to like live with that. And plus, I don't even want to I don't want to become a gambling addict and lose $2 million a month on gambling. That's not a person saying he likes socialism. That's the cost. Unfortunately, it's not a real cost. It's only a cost if you guys are fucking stupid. That's why I always say, don't play into the dumbass right-wing memes.
Even if you do it, you get what I mean? I mean, I know some people would probably call you a hypocrite for it, but I don't really think so.
No, I try not to be a hypocrite. It's not that. I understand it's kind of hard. It's like a spectrum of bad. It's like taking a sponsor for a game you know is complete ass crack, and you saying, this game is fantastic and will make you have good grades and have women, right? It's not like, okay. That's bad, but you still do it though. It's the same narrative.
Pause, champ.
You know it's bad and you still do it.
If someone buys Pirates in Space 3 because I told them that it was good and they end up having a shit time, that's not going to ruin their lives or their families. Gambling is different.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely correct on this, by the way. That's not a great argument at all. Like Raid Shadow Legends or whatever, or I don't even know how that fucking game operates, but like all matter of marketing is not the same. Obviously, marketing is still inherently about deception, right? If you want to consider it that. Even if you're literally fucking showcasing certain and highlighting certain good aspects of a game and not the bad ones, you're still marketing a game that's not going to be perfect. Some people are not going to like it. Some people are going to like it. It doesn't matter. But ultimately, it's not like you're fucking... It's not comparable in any meaningful capacity. Is Raid Shadow Legends gambling? People are saying it's gambling. I don't know. I've never... They've reached out many times. I've never actually fucking worked with them. I played it, so I don't... well, regardless, it's not correct.
Are they similar instances in a sense? Yes. Are they comparable directly? No. Apples to oranges, dude.
Apples to oranges. I think it's why I don't think I'm a hypocrite about it, because inherently.
Do you still do gambling sponsorships?
Nope, I just gamble off stream. I'm on a
then
down streak.
I don't think you're a hypocrite at all.
Okay, but I still think that sponsors are still kind of fine. It depends. I think it's give and take.
Why do you think they're kind of fine?
Bro, you're watching a motherfucker who's addicted personally, okay? Try to rationalize it and cope with his own personal addictions while simultaneously recognizing that it's not the greatest thing to do to your audience, which is why